Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Cinema Roblox. In this video, we will check out these Roblox YouTubers who almost died. Dan TDM. No one's ever really safe. You can actually die doing absolutely even at home. To prove our point, just look at what happened to Dan TDM. Dan was just chilling at home when things took a turn for the worse. Like, literally. In a vlog Dan uploaded on his YouTube, he says it was just like any other day at home. He was in his kitchen grabbing a bite. Dan then decided to go out and do his backyard. You must be wondering what's special about all of this. Well, when Dan started walking out of the kitchen, he somehow tripped. While a little slip doesn't hurt anyone, Dan wasn't that lucky. He tried to grab a hold of his kitchen island to stop the fall, but he ended up hitting his forearm on it. He pretty much smashed his hand. Ouch. Thankfully, Dan said it hurt, but it wasn't anything unbearable. Soon after, though, he couldn't feel his arm anymore. It felt like he was carrying dead weight. It was very odd. After smacking his arm so hard, he should have been in pain. Instead, he didn't feel a thing. A big bump also appeared in the center of his forearm, but Dan didn't pay much attention to it. And get this, he actually filmed 2 videos for YouTube with a broken hand. That's an A for effort, Dan, but you should have been more careful. Imagine if his wound got infected. He would lose his entire arm or worse, suffer a painful death because the infection spread to his body. Finally, when things didn't seem right to him, Dan went to the hospital. So here's today lessons for you kids. Watch your step.
Oh, I got 5 kills. This is insane. Oh, can I get this one though? No! Someone got me with a hunting rifle. That sucks.
It's funny and the crew. This one actually comes from the crew, more than it does from It's Funny. It's Funny and her crew went on a trip to LA. The crew found themselves in a place online to stay. They booked a super nice looking mansion on Airbnb. Since It's Funny had some work, she was staying separately, so the crew went onto the mansion without her. Right off the bat, when they arrived at the location, the mansion didn't look anything like the pictures. It was way worse. The place wasn't even clean. There were plastic wrappers in the drawers. Even the fridge was reeking. It was a real letdown for the crew, but they had to stay the night. After all, they'd already made the payment. So they headed to their rooms and called it quits for the night. While they were trying to fall asleep, one of the crew members felt like she was being watched. Even though the curtains were drawn, she could see someone was outside. But as they were really tired and it was getting late, 3 of the crew members ended up dozing off. While the 4th member was in her bed trying hard to fall asleep, she heard a weird sound. She said she heard what sounded like an alarm beeping. There would be 3 beeps and then it would pause for a bit before starting over again. She knew something was definitely not right. After thinking about it a lot, she finally got out of her room to see what was going on. The sound was coming from a room down the stairs. Suddenly, she saw smoke coming out from the bottom of the floor. The room was on fire. She tried to open the door, but it was locked. Now, in most Airbnbs, the owners usually keep one room for themselves where they would keep their private belongings. While that's not an issue in most cases, this wasn't the same. The fire was spreading and fast. So when the member rushed back to wake up the rest of the crew, they thought she was joking. Well, you wish. They had to come down and see it to actually believe it. When they did finally realize what was going on, the crew called the fire department immediately. Finally, the firefighters came and put out the fire. Just imagine what would have happened if all members had gone to sleep. They would have been burnt to a crisp, especially since one of the members' rooms was exactly above the fire. But the weirdest part of the entire situation was that they couldn't find out what caused the fire in the first place. The room was locked, so no one could have actually gotten inside. Maybe it was an electric spark, but maybe it was something more sinister. Guess we'll never know.
I don't know when it's from. All I know is this is when I was a baby, so that's very old, guys. So this question was asked for me.
Boom! Drowning has to be one of the worst ways to die. The water just consumes you and there's not much you can do to save yourself. Gloom almost drowned herself when she was young. She fell inside a hidden pond that was just too deep for her. As a young girl, Gloom didn't know how to swim. She tried her best to keep her head above water to save herself, but her efforts didn't help her much. She could have died then and there, but something miraculous happened. A stranger saw her struggling and ran to help her. The guy just happened to be at the right place at the right time. He saved her from drowning in the water. If it wasn't for him, Gloom would have died that day. She says as she got out of the water, she was shaking with fear and panic. But as she slowly got to her senses, a strong sense of gratitude took over her for making it out alive. She says the experience has now had a profound effect in her life. It's completely changed the way she looks at things now. Gloom says she's a lot more thankful to live another day.
I can't pick up a riot shield. Why not? Okay, I've got the... Why didn't the creep swallow me? Do they not speak English? Criminal coming. Oh, jeez.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them.